It doesn't take much to turn that cluttered eyesore into a functional, organized space useful for the entire family. And we have a great example of that transformation right here in Fairfax, Virginia. So come on in and let's see how it's done.
The garage is the place where, it becomes sometimes what I call the armpit of the house. The house is beautiful, the garage is not.
Todd Carter is owner of Tailored Living featuring Premier Garage. Todd is a garage guru who helps homeowners like Jennifer Condro take back their garage.
It just got to a point where we couldn't find anything. If the kids needed to ride their bikes, they couldn't find their helmets. If we needed a hose, it was buried underneath a pile of other things. Or even if we just needed something as simple as a screwdriver, we simply couldn't find it. So it just got to be unbearable.
Sound familiar? If you own a home, of course it does, but there's hope. Todd was able to turn the Condro's garage from this to this in just a few short, affordable steps. Tell me about that first conversation. What should they be thinking about as they think about redoing their garage?
Really, a lot of people have so many things in the garage. You want to find out first what is going to stay and what's going to go. What we try to do is inventory everything first for the clients. Once we said, here's what's staying in the garage, we divide it up into different zones. So we can say, this is the sports zone, this is the gardening zone, this is the paint and supply and workshop zone. Take those things and then define discrete areas in the garage where those are going to live.
The makeover then focuses on getting the most out of 4 major areas: the floors, the walls, cabinets, and vertical storage. 3D renderings help give the homeowner a glimpse of the future, right down to the garden zone. So we're at the slat wall. So tell me about how this works and how these different storage elements help out in organizing your garage.
Sure. The first thing you want to do is really design it so it blends into the garage. So this is a PVC slat wall, and you can tell by looking at it, we designed it from the top of the window all the way down to the bottom of the casing as well. Once you've got it looking good and designed appropriately in the space, that's when you really start using the hooks. We've got an S hook for a simple gardening tool. We've got a big loop hook for a hose. We've got an extension cord. So everything, again, we talked about vertical space. Here's how you can see, you can easily take these, move them around, and fill that space and maybe make room for another item.
The sporting zone features mesh and wire baskets all placed at easy-to-reach heights. On the way into the house, racks make for a nice makeshift mudroom. The most expensive part of the makeover is the cabinets. Like every item used in the makeover, the cabinets are fully customizable in shape, color, and function, allowing for storage of everything from odds and ends to those large boxes from Costco. The Condros built in a 4-foot workbench, clearly an upgrade from their prior situation. One option the Condros didn't choose that's one of my favorites is overhead storage. Now it can be stationary or motorized like this one. You take large objects, place it on a rack that's completely customizable, and send it up to the rafters. If you can only afford one thing, floors are a great way to transform the garage. The Condros went with 16 by 16 tile rather than epoxy, giving the room a spectacular look. And those pesky bicycles, how do we deal with those?
Yeah, there actually are a lot of ways to deal with bicycles nowadays. You can get them up and off the floor if you're somebody that doesn't use a bike a lot. Otherwise, you can just do something like a simple rack on the wall to hang it, either horizontally or vertically.
So a little more pride now in your garage?
Definitely. I'm very proud to bring home people through my garage.
Lou, you can get your garage fixed up for anywhere between $4,000 and $5,000 up to $10,000, $15,000 or more, depending on your imagination. But getting that garage space to be useful and functional and something that you're proud of is priceless.